Good morning. We are going live today. Give me a second while I get my live going for Instagram. How y'all doing today? Speak up. Let's see. We're going live on TikTok and so today we are going to talk about we're going to talk about co-parenting. You know, I was just having a conversation about what it can look like when you're co-parenting. But before we get started talking about co-parenting, if you guys are unfamiliar with me, my name is Sade. I'm a therapist here in Virginia. I have a private practice, and it's a group. So it is 5 of us here, and I provide counseling and consulting services. So today we are going to talk about co-parenting. One of the other things that I do and that I have are books. So I've written 4 books. My parenting book is coming out in November. So check that out, you guys. If you're not already following me, please follow me on Facebook, on YouTube. But today we're going to talk about co-parenting. So one of the conversations I was having about co-parenting was, sometimes our need to control the other parent or tell them what we think is best on how to parent. But who makes us the authority on parents, on parenting? So the example I gave is, sometimes with parents, with women, the dad will come in and try to do, what they do as far as discipline. And we look at them and we want to tell them, oops, sorry about that. And we want to tell them how to discipline the child. But who made us the authority, right? I know it sometimes makes me cringe because I am very much the nurturing, emotionally involved and aware parent. So I try to balance a love, logic, and discipline. But I do also understand that my husband provides a different value to our children in the way that he disciplines them, because the world is not a nice place, right? And outside of abuse, I shouldn't have the authority on parenting. That's not my job to have the authority on parenting. I can't tell him if he's a good parent or not, right? He loves them. His intentions are good. His intention to redirect them and teach them about the world and provide redirection to them is not wrong. And so I have to be very mindful about how I value that and I show them and our children that is valued, right? But if I go behind his back and I coddle the children, or I, this is a good one, when the other parent tries to punish or redirect the kid, we step in and we try to save them. That doesn't do them any good, and it most definitely devalues the authority of the other parent, which is not helpful. We have to be very mindful of how we honor the other parent. Especially, think of all the times that the other parent may try to support us. Do we get in the way of doing that? Do we get in the way of being productive co-parents? Do we encourage and enable our children to disrespect one of us, right? What if you have your kids and they go to one parent and say, hey, mom or dad, can you do this and this and this? The parent they may consider is the easy or the fun parent or the yes parent. That parent may say, well, yeah, go ask your so-and-so. be very mindful about how you do that. Hello, guys, and as you're coming in, make sure you make sure you do whatever those things are. I'm very unfamiliar with lives on TikTok here. Um, very unfamiliar about lives on here. So please do roses or whatever that stuff is. I'm unfamiliar. I just know it's a thing. So again, you want to support the co-parent. You guys want to work as a team. It not only works best for your children, but it makes it easier as a parent to parent when you have support. It's not easy being a lone ranger in this. So if you have a parent that is willing to co-parent with you, that is available, that is open, that is working with you, be a collaborator in that. You're not just the right person. You don't have all the right answers. Let me just say that. You don't have all the right answers. None of us do. But when we work together, not only can we help hold each other accountable and support each other, we can provide our children the best, most well-rounded opportunities to be the persons we want them to be in the world, right? That doesn't just come from one of us, that comes from both of us. But we have to be very mindful on how we provide this for them. We have to be very mindful on what it looks like to do that. You know what I'm saying? So be very mindful. Um, dude, what are you talking about? Be very mindful on how you show up as a parent, and be very mindful on what you do to encourage and honor, excuse me, your co-parent. It matters. Your children are always watching, and trust and believe that their behavior will go as follows, right? If you don't honor their other parent, what do you think they're going to do? If you tell them it's okay to disrespect them, or if you model disrespect for them, that's what they're going to do. It is our jobs to ensure that we work together. Both parents are valuable. Now, you could say, well, what if one parent participates more than the other? What if, but that's not your job to have an opinion, especially with your kids. Now, you can have an opinion separately, but it's not your job to influence your child's opinion about their other parents. They're going to come to that conclusion all on their own. They don't need you to guide them anywhere, right? Because then you're going to bring them to a place where they feel like they have to choose. No child wants to have to choose between their parents. Nobody wants to have to do that. So just be mindful on how you show up for them. If you put them in a place of um, having to choose one of them, and if they do and it's not you, you did that to yourself. But kids are very fragile beings, but they're also very forgiving beings, right? So just be patient, work with them, work with the other parent. How many of you have had parents that don't want to participate, right? That's easy. Then you're kind of doing it on your own. You don't have to collaborate with anyone. You don't have to, do anything out of the ordinary. You are the authority. But if you have someone who really wants to participate, really wants to be involved, really has an opinion, really wants to support you guys, in the kids, let them. It might not be your way, right? Unless they're in danger, unless they're being abused or something like that, then you step in. But if that's not the case, let them be a parent. I know that can be hard sometimes because we want to be the authority on all things, but we're not the authority on all things. Oh, this apple juice is good. What do you guys think? What is your perspective on parenting? Make sure as you come in, you like the broadcast, you share it, subscribe to my YouTube. Um, if you haven't gotten my books, make sure you do. Um, they're on the Mahogany Project, projek.com. But we're talking about co-parenting. Do you guys have any questions about co-parenting at all? Any questions? I know it can be challenging because sometimes we co-parent based on the value or the quality of the relationship with the other co-parent, right? I'm going to treat you nice, or I'm going to listen to you, talk to you, collaborate with you based on how much I like you or not. But that really has nothing to do with the kids. And if the focus is the kids, let that be the focus. If that makes sense to everybody. So, how can you try to honor that? How can you honor that? Figure out a way to honor that, not just for you, but for your kids. And it really is a hard thing sometimes. Um, but it's possible. So I hope this was helpful today. I'll try to go live much more often because I don't. So until then, I will see y'all later. Peace.